Today I'm sewing and sharing a couching technique. I'm applying a design to my fabric using yarn. You can use yarn to decorate any of your fabrics for any of the patterns that you're working with. The pattern that I'm using today is one that I've sewn before on this channel. It's the hack that I did for the Oversized tee by Ellie and Mac. You can find that sew along on this channel if you'd like to make the blouse exactly as you see it here today. I've done this couching technique a couple of other times, transferring whatever images I want onto my fabric. Before I start the project, I do a Google search for the image that I have in mind. I'll type in the keyword that I'm looking for plus line art. And usually what you'll find are simple sketches that are easy to transfer onto your fabric. I'll show you all the steps for how I apply this technique, and I hope you try it too. As I like to do with most of my me-made projects, I'm adding one of my Kylie in the Machine garment labels to the project at the end. So grab a pattern, cut out all your pieces, and let's get ready to couch. I've already gone ahead and cut out all my pattern pieces in my fabric for the front, the back, the sleeves, and my bias tape. Now I want to create my canvas for my front pattern piece so that I can draw my design onto it. I'm just going to take a piece of butcher paper and fold it in half. So now I'm going to cut a piece of butcher paper on the fold to match the front pattern piece. Now I have a butcher paper version of my front fabric. And I'm ready to trace out my design onto it. Today I'm going to be doing monstera leaves. I just found these leaves doing a Google image search and I printed it out. And now I'm going to use it to draw a larger free-handed version of the leaves onto my front pattern piece. And now I'm ready to transfer these leaf images onto my fabric. So here's my front fabric piece right side up. And I'm going to place my butcher paper drawing right on top. Now using a tracing wheel and tracing paper, I'm going to transfer these drawings onto the right side of my fabric. Now I can follow all of my faintly drawn lines as I transfer the yarn onto the fabric. Here's the yarn that I'm going to be using for this project. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and use a zigzag stitch to catch either side of the yarn all the way around each leaf. As I start each leaf, I'm going to backstitch at the beginning, make my way around the entire leaf, and then backstitch at the end of that leaf so that I can start on the new leaf. So it will look like this all the way around as I zigzag all this yarn in place. For my top stitching, I'm going to use a thread that matches my yarn, and for my bobbin thread, I'm going to choose a color that matches my fabric. So here's what the design is looking like so far, zigzagging wherever you want to start, going all the way around, and once you reach a natural finishing point in your design, just backstitch to secure, clip off that yarn, and move on to your next design. Once you're finished applying your yarn design, you can construct the garment as usual. So if you're making this Ellie and Mac pattern, the Oversized tee hack, follow the instructions for that video on this channel to complete your garment. So here is my finished top. I'm going to be personalizing my top one step further by applying a garment label at the bottom hem. And I'm using one of my Kylie in the Machine one-of-a-kind labels. I'm going to place the tag where I want it, right at the bottom corner side seam. I'll take it to my machine and top stitch it in place. Thank you for watching this sew along. Make sure you check out my other videos for more great sewing inspiration, and I'll see you in the next video.